network is better. Because of course we just experienced and while we were talking on the show, we experienced a network slowdown or shutdown, whichever one. But welcome for those of you just joining. It's a pleasure. We are talking for development here on the show, Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigerian Info. Our conversation for the hour has got to do with Rivers Scholarship. Okay, so yet again, during the fundraiser at the meeting with Legionnaires, I'm talking about the governor yesterday at I think the banquet hall. The governor did mention something about Rivers Scholarship, just as he's going to lift an embargo on employment. I think there will also be a lifting of the embargo, if there was any, on the scholarship system or structure in Rivers State. Now, according to the governor, the scholarship structure has not started operation. The scholarship board, that is yet to start giving out scholarship. I have understood him very well, and he did say the scholarship system will soon start. It will eventually start, and that yes, he may have given scholarships to students of Pamo University and Wigwe University, but that's not really a Rivers State thing. It's just for students in that institution. A couple of them would sit for examinations, and if they get a particular score range, then they are eligible to be sponsored by the Rivers State government. However, they will be the kickstart of scholarship systems or scholarship structure for state public institutions in Rivers State. You're welcome. I am Kalada Kurubatubo. Okay, so you will remember that the scholarship structure, or would I say system, became very I can't remember what the RSSA, did internal and foreign scholarships. Had scholarships. We had all companies giving out scholarships. We had some few other people notable Rivers time. Bursary was a theme, and a lot of people saw some scholarships because the government paying you for goods so that for indigents. However, during scholarships been bestowed. However, what was stopped in was it 2015, 2016? Was foreign scholarships by the state government. We still saw NDDC attempt to do it for another 2-3 years after Rivers State government stopped theirs, and they also met a brick wall and couldn't continue because of exchange rates, inflation, and the likes. And we got reports at the time of NDDC scholarship students who was stranded abroad at some period. Okay. And the scholarship thing, the whole percentage as they use growing up, if the scholarship I'm trying to they're gonna decide or from the will, and to a large extent help. You look at things from the primary and secondary education. I think they call basic education and then the secondary. One from the angles to a large extent. Of course, there is no absolute life, but to a large extent, we can say that education is being subsidized. We can call that scholarship as well, if you agree. Even though we would also argue that the quality may not be what we all desire or hope for. If you also look at some of these people in government, a lot of them were products of missionary schools. A lot of them were products of public schools, state-owned schools. And so, you see, they are where they are today because the government of their time provided these basic things like education for some free of charge. So scholarship may not just be a bad idea. And depending on what the scholarship scheme is like, I do remember during the RSSDA period, a lot of students were eager, a lot of people were eager to go to school because, of course, there was the opportunity to study abroad. There was that one. But there were those who still were sponsored to study in, the state or in any other university in the country. So it spurred students, it inspired them to want to go to school. Maybe the scholarship system will have such influence in a generation where the theme is school na scam. I'm just arguing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But there is that possibility if it comes with a great package. If the monetary value is good enough, maybe students would want to take up the challenge, go to school, get scholarships, and are able to get education for the development of Rivers State and the nation in general. Now, the reason why a lot of, or some Nigerians, let me put it that way, can travel abroad and study is because some of these countries, they know what they do. They offer, partial or full scholarships, and so Nigerians are trooping in their numbers. Not all, not majority. I don't have the figures, but to a large extent, Africans, Nigerians are trooping to these countries. They get to study, and they help develop those countries. Now, I saw in the news yesterday the federal government, is it TED Fund now, looking at stopping foreign scholarships. So I want us to look at the merits and the demerits of scholarships in Rivers State, how it's going to help the educational sector. You who probably have a ward or a child in school, how do you think the scholarship system will help? But more importantly, how should the scholarship system be structured? Now, I remember the days of RSSDA yet again. Now, I'm not saying this is fact, but I do know, you can Google it, you can search it. There were reports at the time that it was also man, no man in many situations. Of course, there have also been the allegations over the years, talking about, what's it called now? Companies, oil companies, scholarships, the likes, where they go to communities. It was also many a times not usually based on merit. So what should be the system, the template, the structure for these scholarships that the government would want to give out to? Should it be based on where you come from? Should it be based on because you are in school, or should it be based on your ability and your capacity? Maybe you have more things to add to the argument, but I'd like to hear from you. But let's listen to the governor as he promised to kickstart scholarship systems in Rivers State.
On the issue of scholarship, Rivers State government has not given the scholarship board any approval for scholarship yet. But there are some scholarship program that we do. We do in Pamo. We also did recently in Wigwe University. So if it's those one, the process of selection, the Rivers State government has no hand in it. You have to pass the exam, be in the list 1 to 150. It means it's not because you wrote the exam, automatically you have qualified. There are process. So if they didn't fall in between that number, they should be patient. When we start our own internal one, the one that scholarship board will do, maybe the criteria might be different, and we assure you they will be accommodated.
All right, so once again, should it be based on quota system? Should it be, what should be the criteria? I mean, you had the governor talk about criteria there as well. Should it be slots? We like slots in Nigeria. It's not Rivers State. It's not Rivers State thing. Don't get me wrong. We like slots. I remember in those days when we'll sit for the JAM examination, we'll hear about merit list. What's the other one again? Why am I being forgetful this afternoon? There's merit list. There is the second list. What does it call? Oh my goodness, my brain is messing me up right now on the show. supplementary list. How could I forget? Then there is in our days, of course, we didn't know if it was fact, but we were told that there's they just told me there's omission list, there is supplementary list, there is VC's list. I think there was even senior lecturers list. Anyways, let's leave that for another day. Somebody just sent me a message saying, RSSDA, River State Development Agency, thank you. Another person has said it, River State Development Agency, thank you. River State Sustainable, I keep forgetting. River State Sustainable Development Agency, thank you very much. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Let's go to the phone line. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Somebody just sent me VC's list. Yeah, you're right. Another person says supplementary list. You're also right. Trust me. I remember vividly. But this message says, please, before any scholarship by this administration, let the governor pay those disengaged staff of Ignatius Ojiri University. How can they suffer to work for 9 months and they won't get their 9-month salary? Is it their fault? Okay, so this person is very serious about payment of Ignatius Ojiri University disengaged workers. Let's start with Clinton. Clinton is on the streak today, I guess. Clinton, welcome. What is on your mind?
Thank you, Kalada.
All right.
Yeah, I grew up in the time where River State Scholarship was working. And I have a friend that got that opportunity and was able to travel out of the country. What I want to say about the criteria for selection, I think there should be a spread. In River State here we have 23 local governments. Definitely there should be a spread. Then there should be the issue of merit. You can't take away politics from this thing, Canada. And that's where the spread comes in. But the issue of merit cannot be jettisoned. There are River sons and daughters that will merit that scholarship and deserve it.
But then what is merit? I mean, is it an examination that makes merit? I mean, merit can be looked at from different angles, I guess.
Canada, when we talk about merit, we talk about scholarship here. You write an exam and you merit the exam.
But what if on that day I was sick or I'm having a bad time? Does that make me less intelligent? Does that make me Yeah, go ahead.
You did merit the Canada. We are students, yeah. I know there are times we have those kind of challenges where we are not feeling fine and we cannot do well in an exam. Others will perform better than us. We didn't merit it. That doesn't mean that we are not good.
All right then. All right,
that's what I'm saying. Canada, sustainability.
Okay.
Because that my friend went abroad, and when he came back, his kids acquired was not used by the state.
I was going to ask that question now, but thank you, Clinton. I've got to go. I've got a commercial coming up. Last thing, you would have to call back in. I'm really sorry. I've got a commercial. But the next question I want to ask, Clinton just took it right out of my mouth, is over the years, for those of you who said RSSDA, and I mean, let's look at it. RSSDA, NDDC, the oil companies, the individual scholarships, did it really have any effect? Yes, we had students who graduated, but what was the effect like on society? We'll be right back after the commercial. Please do stay tuned. And I have to apologize for that because it means our conversation time is getting shorter. But hey, what do you think? We've been talking scholarship in River State. The governor says they will soon kickstart the scholarship system or process in River State, and it was talking about what the criteria should be. And I'm asking you, what do you think should be the criteria for scholarship, and then what's the impact? Let's go back. Assessing scholarships in time past, once again, very popular during Rotimi Amaechi's time as governor. What was the impact? We saw a lot of people go abroad, but when they either came back, they did not impact, or they did not come back, and so still did not impact. Not all of them, by the way, so it's not an absolute. Once again, let's go to the phone lines. 08179230002, 08179230003, and 08179230007. This is Hard Facts. I am Kalada Kurubatubo, and a pretty afternoon to you listening. All right, let's come here. On WhatsApp, this one says the River State Sustainable Development Agency of the Right Honorable Amaechi regime awarded scholarships to youth of Rivers origin, enabling them to study in Europe, America, and Asia. But after Ms. Amaechi left office, a lot of students were left stranded and unable to pay their tuition. I have friends who were victims of this. They returned home without certificates because of these overseas. Because of these, overseas scholarships are good, but the government has to be purposeful and intentional. Youth should be sent abroad to specialize in courses and skills of value to our society. Also, they should be made to sign documents stating that they must return and contribute to the state in their specialty. Else, return the money spent on them within a short period. This will stem the tide of brain drain. Look at our professors who went to Ivy League universities and the Nigerian universities. They had, and you will weep at their performance. Donny. All right, keep your calls coming in. I feel like the phone lines are misbehaving yet again. We'll keep trying. 08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230007. Am I calling the numbers too fast? So just dial 0817923. These digits are on each of the numbers. Then use 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Once again, 0817923. Then use 0002 or 0003 or 0007. All right, keep those calls coming in. This one says, how can there be an embargo on scholarship and the government gives 100 scholarships to Pamo and Wigwe University students respectively? Now, maybe embargo was not the right word to use on my part, but the governor talked about it will soon start, right? So maybe I was using embargo to say, the government has not done it for a while, so maybe it's not the right word to use. But you went ahead to say, why is it that law and orders can be twisted by the politicians all the time? Ogu Ojon Justice. But the students in those universities are still river students, right? But this one said merit centered on the criteria set for it, not necessarily passing the exams. You may pass the exam and not still be qualified. Ogu Ojon Justice yet again. I've got Victoria. Victoria is calling from Ogbakri. Victoria, welcome. Tell me what's on your mind. I'll ask you.
Good evening, Canada.
Yeah, greetings, Victoria.
Considering the scholarship, something the governor said about. I remember during the time of holiday, it was fair and fair.
Why'd you say so?
Because I participated in one of them.
Oh, interesting.
I wanted to study medicine in Cuban State University.
Oh, okay.
Russia.
Okay.
Then, yes. Though I didn't make it, I didn't marry it. I knew somebody that made it. And the criteria then was when you come back, when you finish, you get automatic employment. Yes. So I don't know the criteria, but for me.
Okay, so apart from automatic employment, what else did you need to have or possess for you to qualify?
Just your 5 credits, including math and English and biology.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
So
Just
they are doing it local government by local government then. Yes.
all right then. All right. Thank
For
you.
me, I would have suggested they extend the age because some people will be affected because of their age difference. But they are capable, but they qualify them because of age.
So they should look at age. Age should not be
Yes.
a disqualifying
Yes,
factor.
yes.
All right then.
The age is too young.
All right. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you.
Thank you. I've got God's time from Onelga. God's time is great to have you on the show. Let's talk, please. What is on your mind?
Thank you. You see, I want to commend the governor, but first of all, I want to ask a question. What is the criteria in choosing those people for the scholarship? What are the criteria?
The one in Pamo?
Yes.
I just said it now. You had the governor say it as well, that they will sit for an exam, and if they get a particular score, then...
So when is the exam coming up? Are they going to do the abracadabra?
No, that's for Pamo. Do you have a child in Pamo and Wigwe? I'm not following up that story.
Okay, it should be a child in Pamo University already. I thought the River State Scholarship...
No,
persons were right. If qualified, you go for it.
God's time, have you been listening to the conversation? The conversation
I've been listening because I was a beneficiary of River State Scholarship.
Okay.
Then under Dr. Peter Odili.
Okay.
We wrote the exam at Holy Rosary.
The one at Old GRA, yeah?
Yes, we wrote the exam here, and people who made it through went for the scholarship. So I think the governor would have actually set exam outside those people who...
Okay, so God's time, let me pause you. So the governor said that the state is yet to start giving scholarships, but it has already given scholarships to people in Pamo and Wigwe.
Mr. Canada.
Yes, I'm listening.
Do you know that some persons are already benefiting scholarship of River State in Pamo University?
That's what I'm saying. But it's a private university, so the government feels it's not part. I don't know if I guess we're on the same page. So I guess you already understand what I'm trying to explain.
They should do the needful now and not doing abracadabra because our children ought to go to school.
Okay. All right then. All right. Thank you, God's time. Keep those calls coming in. 0817-923-0002. Remember, we have a call screener, so do well to interact with the call screener before you get to me. But let's come here. Okay, someone said before I leave, just to add to what the other said earlier, I happen to be one of the disengaged staff of Ignatius Ujiri University. Brother, my case was held as I speak. Before I got the job, then after going through the oral interview, I was working with a private firm. I had to resign after I collected my appointment letter, and I finished the state government biometrics. After the job was cancelled, I couldn't go back till today. I'm jobless with family. So it's only God that will fight us. Okay, I would like to probably have an interview with you. I would like to see the facts, the documents of your employment. If you're ready, then let's arrange something so we can talk. Now let's come. Edison says scholarship is really a timely intervention for River citizens. The rising cost of education has made scholarships a vital lifeline for many students. I commend the River State government for revisiting and potentially expanding its scholarship program. It is essential that these scholarships are awarded based on merit, transparency, and fairness. Eligible River State citizens who meet the requirements should have equal opportunities to benefit from this initiative. Furthermore, it is crucial that the government commits to supporting our Ds throughout their academic journey rather than abandoning them midway. Congratulations to Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala on achievements, and to the deserving River State citizens who went, or you said who will benefit from these scholarships. Medic from Transamadi. All right, let's come here and take this call. Joseph from Eleme, quickly. Let's get your thoughts. Quickly, go straight to the point, Joseph.
Yes. Well, when you talk of scholarship, I think you have to consider studying, and studying should not center on education only.
Okay, true.
Skills are part of it.
Okay.
So I think it should be on merit. And if government must achieve it, then firstly, they must carry out that is registration of our citizens. Then you state your hobbies, state your interest, that is the thing you love to do.
All right. So
at that, it will help the government to know the direction to sponsor, direction which they can sponsor you. Because a lot of people that are schooling abroad, some of them are bringing back nothing home.
All right.
So if you check and yes, in our settings where we are, most of the foreigners that we have, even in our oil sectors, they are sponsored by their government.
Okay.
So if government would achieve it, they should sponsor Nigeria on scholarship.
All right. Joseph, I've got to go. Not just academic skills. All right. Thank you. I've got Aloze from Port Harcourt. You've got less than 50 seconds. Quickly wrap your thoughts up. Can you?
Okay, fair Canada. First, I want to add by saying if we will need to get it right, the scholarship scheme, I think we should narrow it down to the level in the world, called the 319 words. When we are embarking on this scholarship, it cuts across the world in the 23 local governments. Secondly, Canada, I will advise the governor to do this scholarship not in abroad again, because abroad, considering the rate of dollar now, is something else. So if we must give scholarship, if he's giving scholarship, he should give the scholarship in Nigerian universities.
Aloze, I've got to go. All right, thank you. Commercial break. When we come back, more conversation.
All right, here we